Right guys, it's actually Friday. I'm just sat in Tesco's car park. I've literally just done the evening Tesco dash for some bits. Actually, I managed to get home because I left it early, so I managed to actually get home before finding out what was wanted. So yeah, it's been quite a week really. So that you've seen was Tuesday. And then I was supposed to take a van out to Hull and Scunthorpe today. That didn't pan out, but I did have to go into Hull with a carload, hence the seats are down, as you can see behind me. Well, yeah, I'm just all over the place. I know I'll be getting a van sometime next week, probably Monday actually, and doing that run with some bits to Hull. Well, quite a few bits to Hull and then to Scunthorpe. So yeah, it's all sort of go at the minute. I don't know how this weekend's going to pan out because I've got the grandson tonight, and then then he'll be going home on the Saturday tomorrow, and then Sunday we're having his birthday tea at our house, which we usually do for all the grandkids. They have a birthday tea at our house, so yeah, it's going to be fun. So I'm not quite sure how the weekend's going to pan out. So there'll be no dinner on the Sunday because we'll all be eating like party style snack food and what have you. Terribly bad for you, but most enjoyable, as it always is. So but there will be, I do know there will be potatoes in the weekend, because I noticed this morning that the sign went out just down the bypass there. And that's where I'm heading now, to get a sack of potatoes at £6 for a sack. Bargain.
Stretch out your arms. We're taking off now. We're never
gonna. Some nice sizes there. Exciting times ahead, guys. So it's a nice grey day today, isn't it, guys? Here we are on Sunday, my normal vlogging day. And I was just thinking back to the Apple event earlier in the week. Oh, by the way, I hope you did put your clocks back an hour. So yeah, I was looking at this from the Apple event, and it's failed to impress me really. It really has failed to impress me. It's what have they done? They've supposedly made them faster and more powerful. I mean, you know, I understand that the newer Skylake chips weren't ready in time, you know, and they didn't fit the architecture of the machines and stuff like that. But still, you would have thought, you know, I'd rather they've sort of waited and build them up for the fastest chips that are about on the market, sort of thing, you know. But I don't know, it always seems a bit lackluster when they haven't made it faster, more powerful. I mean, professionals are all going to be whining like hell. You know, when you think that originally, you know, when you look back at sort of like the way Macs have been built in the past, they're built for your professional users, photographers, videographers, stuff like that. And then they take away the SD slot. And it's like, why have you done that? You know, sometimes you just think that they haven't put any thought into what they're doing. You know, I mean, yeah, USB-C, it is going to be the way forward, you know, guaranteed. There's nothing you can do about that. it's annoying when they fob you off with some of the ugliest looking adapters going to so that you can sort of use your older kit, but you know, that's sort of by the by. It's just annoying when it's so ugly. You know, you would have thought they'd give you a nice slimline piece of aluminium to sort of connect your old kit to, like your monitors and stuff like that. But then, like, things like, you got to buy a new lead if you want to connect your iPhone up to it for a start off, or you've got to have some kind of a hub plugged in. It just, I don't know, it all just seems a bit daft. And then they give you the option to, it's like they give you the new mouse and keyboard and all that sort of stuff, then, you know, the new Apple stuff, and they charge via Lightning. It's like, it's mind-blowing what they've done there. That just seems to have alienated the two separate pieces, whereby you need to have this other lead all of a sudden. It's, I mean, yeah, I know it's marketing ploy and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think they've alienated a lot of people, and a lot of people now might just consider going elsewhere. You know, it's, I don't know. It's, and I mean, the touch bar, yes. It's, I can understand where they're coming from with it, but to me, it's a gimmick. I think the best part of that touch bar is Touch ID, you know, and Apple Pay. You know, that will be useful to many people. I would use it without a doubt. You know, I use Apple Pay wherever I can. It's it just saves a lot of time and hassle. You just whip your phone out and touch the pay terminal and that's it, you're done. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit laggy and what have you, but generally it works well. But you know, I don't know, that touch bar, it just seems a bit awkward to me. And now, because they've done that and then updated some of the apps like Final Cut and stuff like that, and now all of a sudden your professional users have a new learning curve. That just shouldn't be. I think, I don't know, they just seem to have forgotten who they produce their machines for. That's the way it comes across to me. If I was upgrading right now, I would be buying the one without the touch bar, and that would only be if my machine played up on me. I think I'd be looking for older models right now until Apple proves the worth of the new machines and what have you, you know, and updates them to be running faster, more powerful. You know, I mean, it's not like you can just sort of like buy one now and think, oh, I'll upgrade it in the future. No, you can't, because when you open it, everything's soldered up. Yeah, alright, if you're good with a soldering iron, you might be able to do it, but there'll be some heart-stopping moments in that, trust me. No, I mean, it's like when I bought mine. I bought the bottom machine at the time and maxed out the RAM and swapped the hard drive for an SSD. You know, that was one of the soonest things I did. Yeah, I probably blew my warranty, but you know, it made it faster and more powerful. So you know, it's the whole Apple Mac system is really starting to grate on me, to say the least. So yeah, I mean, I'll be getting as much use as possible out of what I've got, and then when it comes to it, I will see what my options are, and if I think I'm getting a more powerful, faster, more useful machine from Microsoft or whatever. I mean, it's like, you know, they released that new thing, Microsoft released that new thing. I mean, yeah, all right, it's going to be limited for certain uses, but the way I see it, they've really sort of pushed the boundary sort of thing, and they've made a very impressive piece of kit. It's like, well, it's their first ever desktop, really, isn't it? And it's impressive. Definitely, it's like a desktop tablet, isn't it? Because you can actually touch screen it as well. I'm not into the whole your desktop is a touch screen as well. That doesn't do it for me. Definitely not, because Not unless they're going to have something that is 100% fingerprint smear proof, so that you don't mark it up, because there's nothing worse than looking at a mucky screen. Which reminds me, mine needs cleaning. It's covered in bloody fly muck, which really annoys me. But I've been waiting till the flies die down a bit, because there's nothing worse than cleaning it and then coming back the next day and seeing it covered in some, what was that? You know, some grim little fly just landed on my windscreen. So, but yeah, anyway, I've got to go in, get these chipolatas that I forgot to get yesterday on the go, because the wife had decided that for a change for the party food we were going to have some pigs in blankets, so I've got to go and get these in the oven, guys. So they're in clean up the house mode in there, because we've had some of them turn up early, made a mess. So hell hath no fury, like a kid's birthday party, but we're still waiting for the birthday boy to appear. So and I think I'm going to need it. See what I mean? Absolute bloody chaos. And then I opened my iPhone to an email earlier. Somehow this one managed to get into my inbox rather than the junk folder. But you know when you get this email and then you check the address, you know, you can click on the actual sender, can't you? And you get that. Yeah, right. Somebody logged into my Apple ID. I don't think so. So, that sounds like more mess getting emptied out right now. So, I'm just ready for a drink and a quiet room. But yeah, I've got a feeling I'm going to need that. Will do by the end of the day anyway. So loads of party food and all that sort of thing, and bank account's been pretty much emptied out for all this and presents, and you know what it's like. It just... But yeah, so yeah, I was on about them Macs earlier, and somebody's getting cross. And they just haven't impressed me. And I am happy with my, what is it, it's the 2011? Yeah, it's the mid-2011 that came out, you know, when they did the small upgrade. And I just got the base model with the standard i5, running 4 on the RAM and the 500 HDD. The 500 HDD has just packed up. I've been using it as a time machine all this time in a case, and all my drives went a bit squiffy the other night. So basically I took it out of the case, and I've got one of those direct leads, you know, with the just like a SATA plug that goes straight onto the end of the drive and then a USB on the other end, and you could get nothing out of the drive. So I'll probably have a bit more of a play around with it, but I think it's dead. So, but I mean, I've got a Samsung SSD in it now, and then I have 2 1 terabit external drives, Western Digitals. One of them now is going to be is being used now as my time machine, and the other is basically it's just got all my videos on and what have you. I wouldn't mind getting some bigger drives and use them literally for all my raw footage and just do all my editing on external drives, I think. Obviously then you need backups as well, so obviously I'm looking to get, I'm not sure whether it'd be a NAS or just a direct attach, but you know, something with some data redundancy as well, sort of thing, for keeping footage on. It's but it is insane, most insane. But yeah, I'm not interested in the Apple stuff as it is at the minute. I'm starting to lose a bit of faith in them, you know, the way things have gone. You know, yeah, alright, you know, they are heading towards the future, and what they're saying is the future is pretty much right, you know, they're pretty much on the nail. It is going to be the future USB-C and all that, and no headphone jack, you know, everything is going to go wireless. But they don't leave you a lot of option. They do it before they've sort of sorted out all the other options so that you can add in your older stuff. They're basically forcing you down the line of replacing everything, which I can't afford that, you know, and not many people will be able to afford that. So they are going to alienate their bread and butter fans, basically. Finally, done. Well, dishwasher's running. I've still got a few pots to do, but nothing much. Wipe the sides down, and a little more tidying in the family room, living room, whatever you want to call it. I don't care what you want to call it. To me, it's the living room. Oh dear. It's been. I think you can tell by the look on my face, can't you? I'm ready for my bed. I really am ready for my bed. I've got extra bulbs gone out in here, and my light's through there. I can't be bothered to go and get it. It's and that's no detriment to you lot. It's just I'm ready to collapse. I really am. The wife's not well at the minute. She had the runs, so she's had me up a few times during the night, 2-3 times I think, something like that. Last time was about 6 a.m. I think. Before that there was a 2 or a 3, I can't remember. But yeah, a few times anyway. Which I suppose the clock going back an hour sort of helped a little bit, but not a great deal. It makes the next day, doesn't it? Make it long. Always makes that Sunday feel so long when it actually happens. It's insane, really, how long it actually feels. But yeah, I'm just, like I said, I've just got a bit of cleaning up to do and what have you. This vlog to finish, obviously. Most of it's actually done, to be honest. I've done bits and pieces when I can. Yeah, it is right, that one. And to think, yeah, I mean, it's 8 o'clock now, 8 p.m, and I'm absolutely rattled. So I'll finish running around. I've got a little bit of gatto left. Bit of strawberry gatto there. I'll probably finish it off. Not all of that, I'll have a bit of it probably. I've got a few sandwiches left. I've already boxed some up for my lunch tomorrow actually. So my packed lunch is going to be made of party sandwiches. So it's like ham, turkey roll, egg mayonnaise, stuff like that, you know. And it's just like ham and egg. Yeah, they go together. Poof, in the box. It's just stuff like that. And then I've got what's that? Just some sausage rolls and quiche in there. I've just got to sort out some fridge space to put it all away now. And then me and the missus will have a brew, I guess. She's snoring her head off at the minute, but she's got a bad chest at the minute as well. She's coughing a lot, and you know when it's that coughing, it goes through you. But I mean, she can't help it, so, you know. I mean, I know what it feels like when you've got that cough as well, and you can't stop it. It gives yourself a headache, doesn't it? It's horrible. It really is horrible. So, oh dear me. Oh, my back's hurting a bit now actually. But yeah, I ain't gonna go anywhere now. I'm just gonna put my green weed bin out. That gets emptied tomorrow. And then I've got a feeling I think I said it at the beginning actually, I think I've got the Hull and Scunthorpe run tomorrow in a van probably. Yeah, because I'm sure some of it's actually got to be there tomorrow, so it's going to be a bit of a mad dash around. I keep thinking actually, I don't know, it depends on how it works out weather-wise. I was thinking one of these Scunthorpe runs I'll take the drone with me and stop for my lunch on the way back from Scunthorpe. And I'll stop at the old tile works at the other side of the Humber, and it's not far from the Humber Bridge, so I'll be able to get some footage from around that area. I don't know how it fits in with it being, I think that area might be a bird sanctuary, so I'd have to be wary of that. I'll have to check on that actually before I go doing anything to upset the twitchers or anything like that. Otherwise I might get beaten up with binoculars and long distance cameras and what have you. And that's pumping out now just to add to the noise. But I'm glad the noise has gone. Oh my god, that was doing my head in. I've gotten to the point in life where my hearing's decayed to the point where I can hear basically just what's happening there. So if somebody were talking to me from across the room and I had a kid screeching within a shorter range, I wouldn't be able to hear anything at all of what that person is saying. And literally, it's the same as like if I'm on the phone. If I'm on the phone to somebody, if somebody talks in the same room as me, that's it. The conversation's gone, and I have to say to them on the phone, "Sorry, I didn't catch that." So comes to us all. You are all going to end up like it one day. Trust me. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to get off. I've got still a few bits and pieces to do. Get this bin out, and I'm going to kick back, relax with the cuppa, and edit the end of this vlog. So with that, do take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers guys, see ya.